the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, exit. I smell fear now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
94. Topper! Watch the car! Mike 51! Mike 51! Hey, let's get that ball, D! Let's get
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for...
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
There we go. Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. I got you. I got you. Whip. Watch the whip.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here we go, 47. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike 26.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Come on, 44. Check.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
You got time. We're going to 54. You got time right there. 26.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, Haywood!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's hauled in by Hardy. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Get the ball. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, wahoo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now back to throw. This is brought in by Hardy. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
47. Mike 5'9", 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, 46. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Here we go again. We're going to 54. 188. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Delta. Double. Check. 26.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Mike's 5'9". Here we go. Going to 54. 188.
3rd and long for Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. But he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Here's Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the boot. Check it back. Check it back.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Hey, let's get some
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On second down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Joseph on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Hardy. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a second. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal.
Mike 50. Mike 50. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 50.
Back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw again on second down. Prescott, high throw, but the catch is made. 7 yards there and a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Mike, check, 59.
Prescott looks to throw on first. It's hauled in by Shepard. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Prescott yet again. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for the Giants. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
It's just me and you. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike.
They'll throw again. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On second down, Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Kill. 26. Watch the run. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Prescott. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 50. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And this is Shepard on the catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he finds Cole. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
Now Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hey, 50.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, it's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. First down, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To the air again, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Slam, slam, slam.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott finds his tight end Ingram. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
We're going to 52. Shift, shift. 26. Lock 59.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Kill. Mike 5-9. Pick it up.
4th down, Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
We're going to 53.
And again, it's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second down now, it's Cook. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On play action, Prescott. Flushed out right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Prescott now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, 47.
A first down throw for Prescott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And this is Cook with a grab. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. Prescott to throw it. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Here we go. Check. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Hey, chill. 47. 26.
And Barkley will try to punch it in into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Mike is 59. Here we go, G. It's just me and you.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check safety, check safety. Kill.
Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
60 out, Mark. 2 times. Get it.
And they take a knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Green Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to